The Longhunters were a group of people anywhere from 3 to 4 up to 7 and 8 people from mainly Virginia or North Carolina. They would come for long periods of time, anywhere from 6 months up to 2 years. And they came for two purposes. One would be to hunt, to take the hides back to Virginia and North Carolina to sell. And the second reason they came would be to claim land for future settlement.
Caspar Mansker, Isaac Bledsoe, Uriah Stone, Joseph Drake, and Henry Skaggs were among the first Longhunters to make their way into Middle Tennessee. When
they came, they would go to a place they called a base camp. They called it a station camp. That's where station camp in Sumner County's name comes from.
The Longhunters would leave the station camp each day for several hours at a time.
Then they would come back to this base camp, the station camp, and stay there and really clean the hides and scrape the hides and get them packed up, ready to go back. A lot of your original Longhunters later on became settlers. A settler is a person that came later and would build log cabins, build homes, clear land, and plant crops.
Middle Tennessee was the hunting ground for many Indian groups. They tried desperately to keep the settlers out.
So when the settlers came, the Indians felt like that they were taking the animals that they were needed to live on, but the Indians did not want the settlers coming to settle and make homes in their hunting ground. The Longhunters knew what they were coming into, but they would bring their wives and kids with them then. They would have to build a place to live out of logs. They had to plant crops. They only had the food they brought with them. They would have to kill game to live off of. And they settled this area and made a home and made Middle Tennessee what it is today.